SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're previewing Week 17 in the NFL. Right now we're talking with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com, who's had a great year with us, previewed 40 NFL games in the regular season with us in videos, and won 26 of them against the spread. And that is one hell of a record. Joe, thanks for being back with us.
Thank you, Peter.
All right, before we get into Houston, Tennessee, give a little victory lap for what a good year you've had in the NFL and football in general.
No, it has, and actually a great 26 years going back to the scorephone days. We're hitting right at about 60% with our Wise Guy Plays College and Pro going back to the preseason. Most importantly, we work our tails off. We've been doing a lot of winning 26 years in the bowls. It's all now at OffshoreInsiders.com.
Okay, Houston at Tennessee, right? Last game of the year. Tennessee's a 7-point home favorite, totals 43.5 or 44. And oh my God, right? Houston, 2-13. Now here's a prop. What would these odds have been at the beginning of the year if you could have bet? Is Houston going to be either 13-2 or 2-13 at the end of Week 16? Anything else you push? 13-2 or 2-13? I'm assuming that 13-2 would have been a huge favorite, right?
Well, it would have been, but I'll tell you what. All that Houston needed was a few injuries, and they could head the other direction. I don't think they were quite as good as a 13-2 team, so I honestly would have had to think that over and anticipate maybe that Matt Schaub would have taken a step back, which he did, and they've had a ton of running back injuries. So that would have been a nice long shot if anything in between was a push.
Well, here they are, a 7-point underdog, and the question is, are they going to play tough? And actually, if you look at the spreads, last 2 weeks, Houston did get blown out by two top teams, Indianapolis and Denver, but the 6 games before that, they did actually come within a touchdown of all of them, and Tennessee is not some world beater this year either. They only have one game in the entire year, which they won by more than a touchdown. That was over the Jets in Week 4. So I'm thinking, as bad as Houston's been, as much of an auto fade as they have been for a long time, I'm thinking maybe, because based on the reports and the research that I've done, the reports I've read and research I've done, they do seem to be at least saying that they want to play well here and maybe end the season with a win. So I'm thinking maybe Houston +7 might have some value. What do you think, Joe Duffy?
This is one where we might have to give that disclaimer where you've actually given me the game rather than me saying I would love to handicap this game. But I'm actually going to go with the conventional logic here, and I normally don't because conventional logic is a big oxymoron when it comes to handicapping. But Houston, they've just been so terrible recently, and they've been devastated. I mean, devastated at the running back position. Last I saw, Jonathan Grimes, and you could be a hardcore NFL fanatic and have to look up Jonathan Grimes. He's got 7 carries in his entire career for 29 yards. Looks like he's going to be starting for Houston. They've had so many injuries, not just Foster and Tate at running back. In fact, I looked at the depth chart. Their backup tailback this week is somebody by the name of Peter Loshak, is expected to be the backup tailback for Houston.
We're going to cut that. We're going to cut that.
This is a chance for Tennessee to maybe go out with some respectability. Houston, they're 2-13 straight up, like you said, 3-12 against the spread. But I just think they've been so disheartened with all the whole coaching situation, the quarterback controversy, and all the injuries. And I just don't think they can fight for all 4 quarters.
Really? So you think all the reports, about how they're going to play hard here, try to get a win, that's just lip service that they have to say to reporters, that they're not actually going to come in here and give it a spirited effort?
Now, I've never heard anybody say we're just going to roll over and lose. Every now and then you'll see if a team is, for example, 14-1, that they're going to rest their starters. But as far as the players, of course, they say they're going to fight to the end. They better say that, or they're going to get some hefty fines from the NFL commissioner's office. No, I want to see it on the field. And what we've seen the past couple weeks, we haven't seen a whole lot of fight in them.
All right. Yeah, this is a game that all 3 of the games this week are games that I assigned to you. You did not have any say in them, as a matter of fact. So you're going to actually lean with Tennessee -7 here?
Yeah, and Garrett Graham might be out. Case Keenum is questionable. Now, they did say they might go with T.J. Yates, which I will say this. If Houston's trailing at halftime and they go with T.J. Yates, I would think that might give them a little bit of a lift. And maybe under those circumstances, Houston could be a good second-half bet. But no, my official pick for this video is Tennessee.
Man, -7. All right. Thanks so much, Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com.